cheeseburger laws are a direct response to a problem that the tobacco industry has had. Big Tobacco has paid $400 billion to state Medicaid programs. Cheeseburger proponents say we don't want to see the same kind of thing happen.
Let me see if I'm pronouncing it. Mansuki, Chucky Williams, that's Reese. Peace and blessings, family. What's going on? This is WUNAM, aka Nikki Love, your African traditional healer. Now, y'all, I had to come on here and do this video today because, oh boy, I've been having some debates on Facebook, y'all. I've been having some debates on Facebook, but it's all good. It's all good, you know. I usually don't engage in them, but I've been in a little debative mood lately, so I had to, like, come on here and, you know what I mean, start doing some debating. But anyway, D Hart, I got all the men. I got about 10 men up in here already. Look at y'all, Lewis, Darryl, D Hart, blessings, family. All right, so look, tonight we're going to talk about the real meaning of the eclipse. Okay. Hi, Brother Dinkra. He just came plop his ass in front of the goddamn video and don't say nothing looking at the TV. How, you know, what's up with that, y'all?
How y'all doing, everybody? This is Brother Dinkra.
Anyway, family. You know, we briefly talked about it last week when we was talking about Trump and all that was going on. We talked about, did we talk about it in the white supremacy video? I think we talked about it a little bit, y'all. But, we need to get in depth with it. And we need to get in depth with it because what we got to understand, this eclipse, everybody has their own perception of what it means, what's going to take place. Well, what inspired this actual topic today is the fact that somebody put on Facebook, I can't remember the brother's name, he put on Facebook, my little spiritual people and my little, what do you say, chakra princesses, why are you all making a big deal about the eclipse? The eclipse is the white folks thing, and, you know, he said all of that. So I'm like, I'm listening to him like, do you really know what you talk about? Right?
The answer is no.
So, we're saying that, pretty much, I had to break it down to the brother. I said, first of all, I said, it's not a white folk thing. And it's not new age. There's nothing new under the sun. Everything that's new age is old age, okay? Let's get that straight. All right? Now, we're saying that what we got to understand, this eclipse is right in line with the 25,920 year transformation, okay? Now, as much as we don't want to believe it and we think it's a new age thing and it's a white thing, no. This is a Nubian ancient thing, okay? Now, family, y'all got to remember, because we're in a transformation, this eclipse is nothing new. It has to take place. You know, everybody's making a big deal about it. Yeah, you should make a big deal about it because the eclipse, basically the word eclipse means abandon. That's a Greek word, okay? And I was doing some research and they were saying they did not know what, or could not find information on eclipses in ancient times. Now, logically thinking, y'all know I like to say logically thinking, right? Logically thinking now. Could it be that it didn't have the same name? Like, that's just logical goddamn sense.
Yeah.
Just didn't have the same name. Okay? Now,
especially since we're talking about Africans.
Exactly, especially because we're talking about Africans. And what we have to understand is because we're in a 2,500, 920 year cycle, this major transformation that's taking place, okay, is on a universal level. It's a universal level, family. It's not just earthly level. It's universal, okay? Now, not only that, someone said to me today, it was another comment somebody made in reference to Oh, I can't remember, y'all. I'm losing my train of thought. I've been working hard all day. But anyway, it's in reference to the eclipse. Well, we got to understand it has to take place. Yes, there's been portals already open, okay? But this eclipse is a representation of the energy exchange that we're getting ready to see. Now, again, the word eclipse meaning abandonment and created by the Greeks. Now, my theory and what Spirit told me today, okay, or gave me some information. Now, if we go back, we know that this is the beginning of the end, okay? We know that we're in a serious spiritual warfare. Huge spiritual warfare. That's why y'all see all of this chaos and disorder going on the earth right now, as well as in the cosmos. Remember the ancient said, as above, so below, as within, so without, okay? We talked about it briefly the other night, and what we have to understand is that, you know, as I told you all, we are going through a DNA reactivation, not activation, reactivation. Our DNA strands are beginning to reactivate, and we're getting access to more information, okay? Now, let me see. Bunny says, oh my God, I was looking into the clips. I think we'll bring floods over the next 6 years. I hear Florida will be completely underwater by then. You know, Bunny Murphy, the funniest thing is Florida's having a lot of sink holes, and I think I did this on my monthly predictions. And what we have to understand is that Florida, you know, was built on water. I mean, what did you expect? It's going to last forever? And then you have to remember the history of the great floods that we had, okay? And now that we're at the beginning of the end, you all can see the chaos and disorder that we're experiencing here on this earth. And we're saying that this eclipse has a very big part to play into the change of energy that's getting ready to be exchanged, okay? We are in an age of you know, air, Aquarius, which represents air, represents water, okay? So we have to pay attention to what's going to happen with the weather catastrophes. Now, saying that, I wanted to bring out what I think, my theory, and what Spirit revealed to me is that the eclipse is a representation of who we call Apophis. Apophis or Apep. The Greeks called him Apep. In ancient times, he was called Apophis, okay? Now, Apophis was I think it was like, you know, like this huge serpent that was a representation of disorder, okay? Now,
more so than Set.
Yeah, more so than Set. And y'all know the story of Set came from, the Bible story is actually identical to the story of Set. Now, let's, you know, the story of ancient Kemet. Now, let's keep it moving. Apep, or Apophis, was actually a disorderly god, okay? Mm-hmm. And he came from the womb, not the womb, the what do you call it? The umbilical cord of Ra. Okay, now you all know Ra, the sun god Ra, and then you have Apep. The Apophis is also a god, and he was jealous of Ra. Okay, and the story goes as is. He wanted to continue the disorder. Okay, that we were experiencing in those days and times. And what he did is he actually tried to swallow Ra, okay? And that's where your darkness came into play, which actually you all see, the eclipse, and NASA's talking about 2 days of darkness, you know what I mean? Like I like to tell you all, logically think about it now. So now you're talking about the same energy that's being represented to us like it was in ancient times. Now, Apophis, you know, was one that actually pretty much wanted to see disorder. Ra said, no, we're not going to have disorder. We're going to have order. So as we see this eclipse takes place on the 21st, according to NASA, we're going to have 2 days of darkness. I don't know how true it is. I heard a story like that before. I don't know how true it is. Okay. However, spiritually speaking, what I see or spiritually seeing with this whole situation is it's going to be another level of or another level of transformation, okay? Where right now we are pretty much in disorder and chaos. So with saying that, with this eclipse taking place, you know, despite the fact that Apophis thinks he's going to come and try to swallow Ra again, is going to be put back into order. Okay? As you all know, we're watching the news, and you know all the stuff going on with chaos and you know the rallying and the president, and you know saying he's the KKK. You know, honestly speaking, you know, and I spoke about this on someone's feed today. You know, because they was talking about, you know, Trump. I really don't like to give him energy, family. I don't choose to give them energy. See, what we don't understand, as long as we continue to give them energy, you understand, then they get power. Stop giving them energy.
And feed off of that.
And they feed off of that, and they utilize it to gain power with their energy, okay? So when we understand what's taking place, okay, we are, as I told you all the other night, we are in a huge spiritual warfare. There's a lot of chaos. There's a lot of disorder, okay? This eclipse has to bring the order back into play, okay? And right now, you got everybody that's all emotionally upset of what Trump didn't do and what he didn't say. Who cares what he didn't do, what he didn't say? We know, again, Trump is politically stupid and being used as a puppet, and only real estate smart, y'all, okay? Now, with saying that, who cares if he's KKK? See, the problem is, we do know that they're trying to cause a race war. And you know what the problem is? As you all can see over the years in the media, you know, police violence, black people being shot, all of this. Black people are not rising up like they used to. We're not marching or rallying. You know what I mean? And what it is I told everybody a long time ago. I remember, what's the brother's name? He is the attorney for the new Black Panthers, okay? And he came on my radio show, and he says, Nikki Love, we need your energy. We need you to come down to Trayvon Martin, da-da-da, you know. And I was like, huh? I said, what? I said, my ancestors said stand down. He said, well, we need them too. I said, you sure do. But my ancestors said stand down. And what I kept seeing spiritually, that all these events were pretty much staged, okay? And what Spirit showed me, they were staged, and I was like, this ain't real, this ain't real. They're trying to cause a race war. I've been saying it for 5 years now. They've been trying to cause a race war. And what they're trying to do is implement their martial law, okay, which is not going to take place. I also told you all that their doing will be their very own undoing, which means it will be their own who they will fight against. Now, what do you see, family? Okay? What do you see? KKK, Nazis, the Jews. You know what I mean? I already told y'all that years ago. What y'all need to look at is the energy that's being presented, okay? My thing is black folks, stay out of it. You got people on the news. You got the ones who look like us who want to switch up roles and be a part of it and don't know that man ain't running the goddamn thing down here. They're not invincible. Whatever energy we're being presented, he ain't nobody got control of. Not even other countries. They don't have control of it, okay? And with saying that, family, you know, the best thing for you to do is instead of paying attention to what's going on CNN and Fox and the news, now that's not to say don't prepare. I'm suggesting that you prepare for weather catastrophes to come. But I'm going to tell you all like this. Pay attention to what's going on in the cosmos, okay? That's what y'all need to do. Pay attention to what's going on in the cosmos. Now, I'm going to tell you all like this. If you understand the story of the ancient Nubians and Kemetic Nubians, you'll understand what is taking place. You'll understand that there has to be order put back into place. And over the last couple of years, we had many different type of energy that was coming in. We had the divine feminine energy that was rising to bring the balance back, the Ma'at to bring the balance back, okay? And we had, you know, the Lion's Gate that was open. You know what I mean? So when you understand and you take yourself and you communicate with your ancient ancestors, you'll begin to understand what's going on in the present day time. Okay? Any questions, Brother Lincoln? Any questions, family?
I got, you know, I was sitting here, I was watching a video today, right? And you just made me think about it when you was talking about the energy. The order is going to be restored. And I seen this video on this guy. He had the police, I forgot where it was, had planted drugs on him. The guy had got it on video where the cop said, I put the drugs right there. And so the black dude was mad as hell. He confronted the officer after being arrested, cussed him out, said he was gonna get him fired. He said, "I swear I'm gonna die trying to get you fired." And sure enough, the cop got fired. He got relieved of his job and everything. So I just think that you said once before that all the stuff that people putting out is gonna come back to him. So it just reminds me how on point you be with your readings, and I was just like, wow. It kind of amazed me because like people are tired of the cops, and they're getting really tired of it. And he was standing up to the cop and just telling him, and he actually got the cop fired for planting drugs on him.
Well, see, you know, one of the things we have to understand, again, we're in a spiritual warfare. Mm-hmm. So this is to be expected. We're to expect chaos and disorder. Because you have to remember, when that portal was open and these portals were open, these spirits were let down like this. They was let down. I seen them. Spirits of y'all, I seen them spirits flying down. So when I seen them spirits flying down, I said, uh-oh, it's on and popping, y'all. And when y'all want to know when I really seen it, it was 2005. And I had went back home to New York, and I was walking in White Plains, New York, and I was walking down the street, and I just felt this energy come over me, and these spirits was talking to me and saying, it's a spiritual warfare. I said, I said, wow. And that was in 2005, okay? Now, what we got to understand is that, you know, we are going to experience this. This is, you know, for those who believe in the Bible, this is the Armageddon. So it's happening on the outside of us. It's happening on the inside of us. As the ancient said, as above, so below. It's happening in the cosmos. It's happening on the earth. And it's happening within your soul. Because you are truly connected to your soul. Okay? You are truly connected to the universe. So pretty much, you as a being are experiencing that Armageddon within, you know, your soul. You're going to be righteous, you're going to be unrighteous, you're going to be chaotic, or you're going to be non-chaotic, you're going to be orderly or disorderly, you know what I mean? So this is what's going on, and this is what we're experiencing. But on a bigger level, you're going to see it around the world. You're going to see it here in the United States of America. I'm not surprised. You know, I get on Twitter sometime, and people are surprised. I'm like, what are we surprised about? What are you surprised? Why? Why are you surprised? Maybe some of you all not spiritual, you don't understand, but honestly speaking, what you don't realize is that that don't have to exist in your world, which basically says you don't give it power, and the power will be taken away. You understand? Diffuse the energy that they're putting out, and that's what we have to understand. Okay? We got to understand, you keep giving them power. You keep giving them your inyama. You keep giving them your energy. You keep giving them your ashe. You keep saying it, and they keep gaining more energy and more power. Stop it. Stop it. When you don't feed into it, when you don't give it any of your energy or your inyama or your breath or your ashe, then it will begin to disappear out of your world. And people don't understand. This is what this transformation represents. You know what I mean? If we have any questions, feel free. Louis D. Kent said, I'm from White Plains. Okay. I actually stayed up in White Plains one summer. My sister used to live in White Plains. And I had my little high school sweetheart used to live in White Plains. And
but who cares about that?
I went to go see him, you know, because, you know, he had been sick and going through some things. So, you know, I went to go see the brother. But anyway, if we have any questions, go ahead and put your questions in the chat, y'all, because, I mean, we have to understand what this energy is representing.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
What about those who perform chaos rituals? Will that be corrected?
Those who perform chaotic rituals. Let me see. Hey, Alexis. Hey, Alexis. What you doing over there, sister? How you doing? MC Hernandez. Peace and blessings, family. Donald Roy Mobley came on, my cousin. Ira Day, I see y'all coming on. Y'all come on, give me some questions now. But, yes, now, when this eclipse takes place, you're talking about the power of Ra and the power of Apophis, okay? I'm going to tell y'all like this. If I was y'all, I wouldn't mess with no goddamn chaotic rituals right now. Because it is going to come back to you. I used to say quicker than you could blink your eye. What's quicker than you could blink your eye? What's another number that's quicker than you could blink your eye?
Speed of light. I don't know.
The speed quicker than the speed of light. Okay? So you go ahead. You think you could do some chaotic stuff right about now. You go right ahead. Okay? I'm going to tell y'all like this. At the end of the day, go ahead. Go ahead and mess with it if you want to, because these disagreeable spirits and demons are down here rampant. And they're waiting. They so angry because some people ain't jumping on their path. You see what I'm saying? They ain't jumping on their path. So these people, I mean, are not understanding that. What do y'all say in Christianity? That they're tricky, they're tricksters. You got trickster spirits, you got demons and goblins and gold. You know what I mean? So honestly speaking, y'all, what y'all got to understand is that when you decide to dip your hand into some chaos, then be prepared to be taken out by chaos, okay? Don't say I didn't tell you so. Matthew says, should we do anything special for the eclipse? You know, Spirit told me today, family, for us to get some water, okay? For us to get some water, and what you need to do is get you a gallon of water like this, y'all. Look, something like this right here, right? Get you a gallon of water. Pray over this water, whatever you want. And then the night of the eclipse, because you don't have to be in the presence of the eclipse for it to have, or deal with the energy of it, okay? Because the energy of the eclipse is going to be all over. Despite of what they say in years, they say that, this is coming over different states in the United States of America. What were some of the states that were coming over? I know South Carolina is one of them. But if that's the case, why are they seeing it in Japan? This eclipse is going to affect the world, the whole womb of Mother Nature, of the earth, okay? This eclipse energy is going to affect everybody, okay? So don't get it confused. Now, hey sis, what should we focus on with this energy? The most important thing is, as I said earlier, you got to remember, Ra, Apophis, disorder, order. There's been enough done on this earth. We've been in chaos for a long time. Under this patriarchal system, we've seen nothing but war. We've seen nothing but hate. Okay? The Great Mother and Ra says no more. So Ra says, okay, I'm going to let you come through this time. But I'm going to let the ones who are dealing with disorder and chaos be affected by you. And then I'm going to put everything back into order. Okay? This is what Ra's saying. Remember, the most important thing is being righteous. Being righteous. Embracing this energy. Like I told y'all before, go outside barefooted. I'm talking to Rod today. I'm out there. I told every day, y'all. And I notice he'll pout when I don't come outside. He'll take himself down and come back up. Then one day I was, like, okay, I'm coming. I got out there. He was down below the clouds, and I seen it just jump up. Real talk. This is real. Now, some of us think we crazy. Some of us think this is a joke in the game, but y'all think what the hell y'all want to think. Because there's one thing I do know. I'm going to pay homage to that water. I'm going to pay homage to that sun Ra. I'm going to pay homage to the earth. You know what I mean? I'm going to pay homage to the air. Because without air, you ain't waking up in the morning. Okay? Now, I don't. What you mean you don't, Justin? What you talking about? What you mean you don't? You don't pay homage to what? What you mean? You better. You better. Because what we need to, let me tell y'all this. Let me get this straight. Y'all play if you goddamn want to. Play if you want to. Because this is not a joke. It's not a game. Remember, this is not about.
You don't think you crazy.
Oh, okay. I was about to cuss you out, goddamn. I was about to cuss you out, Justin. No, I know. But anyway, we got to be serious about this because not only is this eclipse going to, let me tell y'all something. This eclipse is going to take an effect on you as a human being, your physical body, your mind, your soul. It's also going to take an effect on everything around us. So you're going to see a lot more chaos and you're going to see a lot more disorder as well. But it's up to you to remove yourself out of that world and make sure you're doing what you got to do. Okay?
Okay, so after we pray
you pray over the gallon of water, leave it in the same night the eclipse energy comes through, leave it outside. Make sure you're somewhere where it's safe where you know ain't nobody going to put no shit in your water. Okay?
Peeing it.
You know, do some crazy stuff to your water, okay?
Put toilet water in.
You know, just make sure, you know, if you have a balcony or something like that, you know, leave it on your balcony or something like that. You know, it would be perfect if you could leave it on the rooftop. Will family and friends in our personal circle who are not spiritually in tune be prone to negative entities that can in turn affect the self? What you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. If they're not in their transformation stage, okay? Which means that many are becoming awoken. I actually had two brothers reach out to me today and ask me who they were in ancient times. And what was crazy, the spirit was working today, y'all. Spirit was working because the brother, I said, send me your picture. I said, let me see your picture. When he pulled up this picture, I said, you look just like Akhenaten. I said, oh my goodness. So I pulled up a picture of Akhenaten. I sent it to him. I said, that's who you are. So another brother seen me posted on it. He said, my sister, you know, I did my, he says, I did my Ancestry.com, which we know is not accurate, y'all. He said, and you know, it would be a pleasure if you could just tell me who I am or where I come from. So I said, okay. I said, no problem. So he sent me a picture. He said his ancestry, he sent me the Ancestry.com and said something about he was 40% Nigerian, whatever. Right? I said, send me a picture. I look at him, I said, you're a Yoruba. I said, you're Yoruba? I said, Igbo. And then I said, but now for the ancient one, I said, I want you to go back and I want you to look at Ramesses II. So I pull up a statue of Ramesses II, and sure enough, this brother favored Ramesses II, like the first one favored Akhenaten, right? So anyway, I said, oh boy, I said, uh-oh, they're going to start coming now, y'all. They're going to start coming. I remember I used to have a brother that came on a radio show, and he used to call himself Ramesses III. I said, you don't even know why you call yourself Ramesses III. He said, yes, sis, I don't know, but I just was attracted to that. I said, okay. I said, I want you to tell, I said, and you are. I said, obviously, something or some spirit or some ancient one told you was. I said, but I want you to go read up on Ramesses III and understand his life. And I guarantee that your life is parallel to his. Well, sure enough, the brother calls back into the show. He said, oh my God, Nikki Love. He said, do you know his wife was the same as my wife's name in the present day? Do you know that we went through the same things in the present day? I started laughing. I said, I know. I told you so, brother. I said, I know. I said, that's why I told you to go read it. You understand? I wasn't going to give you all the information, but I already seen it. You know what I mean? So anyway, I can't leave my water outside. Well, you know what you could do, Candy Rain? If you have a window, okay? Open your window. And what I need you to do is leave it in the windowsill, between the window and your seal, because you wanted to get the energy of that eclipse, okay?
Jay will say he's going to leave his in his car.
Jay, well, don't leave it in the car. Why you going to leave it in the car?
He don't want nobody doing that to it.
Boy, please. You know what? The plastic and the water, you ain't going to get no energy if you leave it in the car. Okay? But, Candy Rain, put it in your windowsill. Any more questions? Anybody got any more questions? And see, Andrew said it. When is the eclipse? August 21st. Y'all better not forget either. What?
Talking about what the bottle's made of. It releases toxins in a hot environment.
All right, family. Do you have any more questions? Now, I also want to tell you this. I was talking on somebody's feed, and again, we was talking about the situation with Trump. I told y'all before, don't give him no more power, right? Okay? Don't give him no more power. Stop worrying about it. Stop getting caught up in the hype. You know what I mean? Stop getting. Look at my other god brother, Carl Bartier. Carl Bartier, peace and blessings, family. Zachary Williams, your brother-in-law.
Oh, there's Zach. What's up, Zach?
You got any questions, family? Come on with it. I'm waiting for the questions tonight. Because, look, Spirit been talking. Spirit been talking, y'all. So, y'all come on with the questions now. Come on with the questions. Y'all, don't get caught up in their world. Don't get caught up in that world. Stop giving it energy. And you know the thing about it is that the more we give it energy, the more powerful it becomes. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
The more powerful it becomes. If you keep giving it energy. You know, we was watching, what was it, CNN last night?
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember the young lady's name. She was a black sister, and then you had a white man and one in the middle. I can't remember but the white man told his sister to shut up. You know? He told the sister to shut up, and I was like, rude of you. What makes you think you're so superior that you can tell me to shut up? Like, they really have no respect for the black race. You know what I mean? Okay. Can we use this energy to heal? You sure can. Andrew, what you want to do is you want to pray over that water. Okay? And actually, if I was anybody else, I would do a couple of bottles. I would do a couple of bottles. I wouldn't just do one. You can use it for rituals. You can use it to heal. Yes, you can. And if you pray over that water and ask that water to heal your body, and then put it in the eclipse, and then when the eclipse is taking place, you call on the spirit energy of the eclipse, and you ask the eclipse to make that water like 10 times more powerful. Yes, you can. Okay? Like heal others, promoting unity, harmony, construction projects. You know, honestly speaking, Andrew, you know, this is I understand where you're coming from, okay? And I think and what I'm seeing spiritually is that you don't like what's going on. You don't like what's going on. I don't like it either. I'm tired of it. You know, and one of the things you just want to be able to just live a life. You know what I mean? But, you know, you have to remember, because we're in a spiritual warfare, we have to have some disorder. We're going to have chaos, because this is it's a huge transformation. Okay? This is a huge transformation. And what we got to understand is we are experiencing this for a reason. There's cycles that take place, just like with nature. Cycles take place. You know what I mean? You go, you live, you die, you live, you die, you live, you die, you come back, your energy comes back into another body. You know what I mean? It's a cycle. Well, this is a 25,920 year cycle. This is the beginning of the end. We're coming out of the Christianity age. We're coming into the awareness age, the age of where now you're going to be more spiritual, where you're going to be, you know, less human. And what I mean is, being that the DNA is actually reactivating, you're going to have more access to so much more information, because that's what your DNA is. And what we got to understand, family, is that man no longer will be able to provide us with what we need, because it will be given unto us. You see what I'm saying? It will be given unto us. Now, Isaiah Coleman said, you're drained. Hell no, I'm tired of the mess. Yeah, I know, Andrew. Everybody's tired of it. You know what I mean? Everybody's tired of seeing the racism, hearing about racism. You're talking about America, the biggest melting pot. America is the biggest melting pot. And for them to be dealing with this kind of nonsense, you know what's sad about it? Because America got every other country racist against us. I did a radio show on it years ago. I had brothers and sisters on London there, brothers and sisters that were dealing with racism in London. I had people that were in Spain, that was in different countries that were dealing with racism, all because of what they see on the media in America about black folks. And it's a damn shame. It's a shame. But you know, what we have to understand, as long as we continue to give it power, it gets power. It gains energy. You know what I mean? You take a fire, you light a fire, you add alcohol to it, you keep adding alcohol, it gets bigger, and it gets bigger, and it gets bigger. It's the same thing. You remember that show, right? So, I mean, what we got to understand, family, we're all tired of it, but we got to stop giving it power. The more energy you give it, the bigger it gets. The less energy you give it, the less it exists in your world, okay? It's worldwide. Yes, it is. It's worldwide, and it's shame. And it makes me say that obviously there's something about this color here or this color here that makes you fear. You see what I'm saying? And, you know, it's like, yeah, y'all ridiculous. Y'all ignorant. Y'all really brainwashing program. You know what I mean? For you to think you superior than somebody, you better than somebody because of the color of your skin, that's a problem. That's an insane problem to me. You're really insane. You're the one who's crazy. You know what I mean? That's how I see it. That's how I see it. Okay, Myra says, Nikki, I'm happy that you're doing videos again. Yeah, I'm trying to at least do one a week. I'm trying to do one a week, but you know, sometimes it just don't happen. Like I'm at the store, I might get out late. You know what I mean? What about shadow war? What about shadow war? What about it, Brother Dinkler?
I don't know nothing about no shadow war.
You know, they're on CNN talking about there's going to be a civil war. I heard somebody say, well, watch, there's going to be a civil war, and it's going to be a racist war, and blacks against whites in America. It ain't happening, y'all. I'm telling y'all like this, it ain't happening. Ain't no racist war going down in America. You got too many white folks, too many black folks, too many Chinese, too many Mexican, too many, you know, different races of people for there to be a civil war between blacks and whites. It ain't happening. And not only that, ancestors told me a long time ago, stand down. Ancestors have risen, y'all. Enough is enough.
Shit, white people tired of this shit.
Yeah, they got white people.
They're going to be fighting before we will anyway. You see it, it's happening now, like you said in the news. White
people tired. They tired of it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then we got y'all generation, Andrew, Justin. We got y'all generation, you know, that's on another whole level. Another whole level. That level saying, you know, I got white. It ain't about I got white friends. I got friends. And your friends are all mixed the hell up. Mexican, Spanish, Hispanic, you know, Chinese, you know, all mixed up. So with saying that, it's you know, everybody just getting tired. You got a set of human beings that's just tired of the chaos under this patriarchal system. They're tired of war. They're tired of chaos. You got people right now that's scared to death. What was reading? What they're scared of? What's his name? They're scared of Kim Jong-un because they don't know his move. There was another article on that talking about Kim Jong-un has disappeared for 2 weeks. You know them folks are scared. They shook. You hear what I'm saying?
They want them on the scope anyway.
You know?
So they can take about when they get ready. He said, the hell with y'all. You know, damn, that's funny.
And then what'd you see with China the other day?
Well, China's right. China really don't want the war to happen because they right next to North Korea. Next to Korea. So China, like, they saying publicly that they gonna stay, you know, that they gonna stay out of it, but I think behind closed doors, China is really asking them to reconsider.
Well, China asks North Korea and China asked the United States to humble themselves out. Mm-hmm. That's what China did. Now, I would listen to China if I was United States of America, y'all. What y'all think? Everything in here is made in China, ain't it? So at the end of the day,
a lot of stuff made from over there too.
Yeah,
Samsung what Samsung made it?
China is all about the money. Look. My sister Stephanie Wong said China is all about the money, right? Exactly. You know what I mean? But you know, at the end of the day, China taking over Africa. Well,
Bush sold out of America too for $60 billion. We in debt to them now, to China now because of that. They don't never bring that up when they be talking about Obama.
China taking over Africa.
China taking over the world.
But you know, the first Asian was African. Okay? Actually, the Asian people, their DNA comes from the Khoikhoi tribe, which is the oldest tribe in in Africa. So most of your Asians are descendants of the Khoikhoi tribe.
And they look just like them.
So the first Asian was African. So I think what it is that the Chinese are migrating back to Africa. Now, look at your Japanese. If you all notice, the Japanese and the Igbo language in Nigeria are very, very similar. Okay? So there's a correction. So there's a connection with that. But what we have to understand is that they're just migrating back to the very land that they was a part of at one time. If U.S. and Korea in way, China has to help North Korea and lost a huge market in the U.S.
They're probably going to have to because they don't want them dropping bombs on that land. Because like I said, it's right there.
Exactly. It's right there. What is it? Pyongyang? It's Yang Yong, if I'm right, or Pyongyang, right? China won't go to war with America over North Korea. They want our business more.
Nah, I don't know about that one.
You don't know about that? She should know. She's Chinese. How you gonna tell her? Goddammit.
No, that's him. Andrew wrote that.
Oh. Oh, China won't go to war. I don't know. Andrew, I don't know about that either.
China, shit, they've been wanting to whoop America's ass.
China wants Africa's business more because they have the resources.
More than any other country in the world. And they took a page out of the Europeans' book when dealing with Africa. But at least they bringing something to Africa. But the Europeans were so racist they never wanted to build up the infrastructure of Africa. China is doing that. So that's a game changer for Africa.
Yeah, well, Robert Mugabe said, the Chinaman your friend. He said, the Chinaman is your friend. He's not your enemy. That's what Robert Mugabe said. Okay? Stephanie says she's agreed with Andrew. You know, Andrew, think about it. What does America have to offer? But by the way, people that are watching, if you have any questions spiritually, let us know. We were talking about the eclipse and the importance of understanding the spiritual energy, and actually what my theory of the real name actually for the eclipse was, opposed to what the Greeks said, okay? And why we need to pay attention to this energy, because we are in a 2,500, 920 year transformation, and the cellular and we're reactivating, and we have to go through this transformation. You know, it's funny, y'all. We might wake up and just be like on another whole level. The next day we might wake up and I don't know, y'all. Something, I don't know. Some things are gonna be changing. You're gonna feel it. Ricky Adams. I am agree with Andrew. Resources, nothing. Money and business, the world's biggest economy.
Nah, resources always gonna bring you more money than anything. Gold, oil makes money. What's bigger than that? Only thing bigger than that is war. And you know, so they make more money off of war than they will with the resources.
The one and only thing that U.S. gets to offer is money, and they're in love with it. Well, you know, honestly speaking, think about it. Money is really not nothing.
Money doesn't.
The dollar
exist.
bill is nothing. It don't exist. You can't take it with you when you die. You know, but it's really nothing. You know what I mean? And see, that's why, you know what, we're probably going to be hit the hardest with this transformation from this eclipse energy.
Yeah. They doing huge business because Africa got resources. They got textiles, they got oil, they got everything.
Diamonds,
everything.
They got all the resources.
They got all the resources. They got, you know, America's going to be pushed out of that market anyway.
Yep. You know, somebody used to say, God is in Africa, gold, oil, and diamonds. That's where God is. I'm on cloud 9 waiting for cloud 33. Explain that, Candy Rain. I'm on cloud 9 waiting for cloud 33. All right, y'all. You know, before we got put on this broadcast, we were watching a TV show called What the Health. Everybody's been making a deal about this TV show called What the Health. Have y'all heard about it? Have you watched it? And I heard a lot of celebrities and people that were watching it were becoming vegans after watching this TV show. I actually paused it so I could do this show for y'all. Yes, you know what I mean? So, have you all seen it? America are neo-imperialists. That's what he said. America are neo-imperialists. America, you know what, family? Shoot, y'all better start planning on going to other countries. Shoot, I might have to go over to Africa myself. You know what I mean? Have to take my family and be out of America. Because I'd never forget the dream that I had where I seen it falling off. Falling off. Pieces of America falling off in a dream.
He said a yellow man didn't come from the Koi.
Yellow man, and he didn't come from the Katopia. I said the Khoi tribe. The Khoi tribe. I didn't say he came from the Katopia. I ain't even never heard of the Katopia. I can't even see the rest of your question, but I said the Khoi. He said also, although they may look simple to certain Africans, they don't have same bone structure. I don't know about that, fam. I'm going by what spirit showed me and what I seen. You got to remember, life originated in Africa. You know what I mean? You got life that originated in Africa. That's why I kept. All right, so all of may look like nah. I honestly see spiritually that they actually came from. You know, I remember one brother tried to tell me how people became Orientals that because of the climate change and it got colder and the wind was so it blew their eyes back. It was a whole bunch of non-logical bullshit. Chinese interest in Africa is befriend them by so-called building good structure with Africa. That's why I kept on saying. Well, you know, honestly speaking, I'm gonna tell you like this. Again, you could go research it for yourself. The first African was Asian. Go do your homework. I'm telling you, there was a book I had years ago. They had Chinese Africans with braids and locks in their hair. The Buddha's black. The Buddha got what do you call them things again? Bantu knots in their hair.
Yeah, it's called.
The first Asian was African. Go look it up. The first Asian was African.
A book by Ivan Van Sertima. It's called. I think it was Asians in Africa. I think the name of the book.
So go look it up. Each race has its own spiritual world and physical origin. Well, you know, at the end of the day, honestly speaking, when you talk about the spiritual world and the physical origin, I don't believe that. I believe that it all started in Africa. We don't want to. We always want to denounce Africa. We never want to recognize it for what it is. I don't think each race came. I think it all started in Africa. I really do. I think each tribe. You have over 3,000 tribes in Africa. You got tribes that walk all over the world. It's a proven fact that life started in Africa. Okay. It's a proven fact that African people were here for a long time. And the first one was the women because of the mitochondrial DNA. So, you know, come on now. You saying that, but you don't know. I'm going for what I spiritually see. Okay? What spirit showed me.
Yeah, science does back up what you're saying.
It does back up, but science showed you all life started in Africa. Now they finding pyramids all over here, all over the place. Pyramids, all over the place.
And every time they go in, they find a black face.
Yeah, and they always find a black face.
No matter what part of the world it's in, even in Peru.
Exactly, with your Olmec heads, you got the Olmec heads in Peru. They was African. Give us credit now. I'm so sick of people not giving us credit. They don't give our people credit. Well, what did it say? Explanation. Cloud 9.
There's a new beginning.
33, a different degree level of my spirituality with the eclipse energy. Okay.
You gonna jump that high from 9 to 33? I hope it do me like that.
You know, family, expect to feel different. Expect to feel different. And also, if you have been experiencing a lot of chaos, chaotic days, whether it's with family, whether it's mood swings, whether it's like you're really doing some serious thinking now, know it's from the energy that we're being presented with, okay? You're going to feel different. You'll see. You'll see. Try that. I wasn't ready. What comes up must come down if you aren't ready to fly. Well, at the end of the day, the point is we think we're invincible. Stop trying and embrace the energy and do. And let the energy take you on this, you know, on the levels you need to be on. You know, we trying to do it, but, you know, stop trying. Just embrace the energy, go with the flow of the energy, and let it happen naturally. Keep telling y'all, man thinks we are so goddamn invincible.
What are you talking about?
How do I know what? What are you speaking of, Mansuki Malandu? What are you speaking of? I know it because I'm spiritual. I know it because spirit speaks to me very strongly. I know it because I'm an ancient one. I know it because I've been on this earth over 1,000,000 years. I know my spirit been here a long time. Now, it may not sound logical to you, but it's true. It's very true. They speak to me all the time. If I'm thinking now, I will think more. Makes sense. I do. Okay, ain't no need to fight against it. No use. Well, you know, but the point is, it don't matter. It don't matter because aren't you all connected to the earth? Aren't you all connected to cosmos? You know, we had the Dogons that said we came from Sirius A and B. We had the Zulu that said we came from Mars. Okay? Now, the Ancient One said we are star people. Okay? So what does that tell us? We are, as they kept saying, as above, so below. We are truly made up of everything in the universe. Our body's made up of everything on the earth. Water, minerals, you know what I mean? All the different things. We're made up. We're truly a part of the all. We got to recognize it for what it is. See, I keep telling y'all, man thinks they're invincible. Man don't got control of a goddamn thing. You had great floods that wiped out cities, put them underwater. You had great, you know, so many great catastrophes that took place. And those were different cycles. You had the age of Aquarius, the age of Cancer, the age of Pisces, the age of, you know, Taurus, the age of, you know, what else was a Cancer. So you had different ages that, you know, totally just wiped out the whole earth. I'm newly learning and looking to tap deeper into spirituality. You know, Shavetta, one of the things I like to recommend to people is, and a lot of people are becoming awoken now. A lot of people are waking up, and it's making me happy because I'm seeing them coming from north, east, west, and south. Mm-hmm. I'm seeing people just like, wait a minute, I used to be a Christian, but I'm coming out of Christianity now. I'm not believing the concept, but when I tell y'all it's a lot, it's a lot. I'm not even exaggerating, okay? And people are not trying to hear the Jesus concept, the God concept, and they don't understand why. And this is all what I was telling you all earlier about the cycle. What happened?
He said, okay, do you know the first two sets of Africans ancestors on this planet?
Do I know the first set of 2 African ancestors? Well, you know, you probably disagree with me if I told you it was one and it was a woman. It wasn't 2 sets, it was one and it was a woman. Okay? I can only tell you what Spirit showed me. And you probably think, oh, you can't make a baby, a woman can't make a baby without a man. During those times, they could. Okay?
Mm-hmm. I think the Egyptians wrote about that too.
You understand?
If I'm not mistaken.
So, at the end of the day, it was a woman. And no, it wasn't Lucy. Lucy is an Australopithecus being. Lucy is a... like I said, Australopithecus, they try to say it was Lucy, but the way they built her face made her look like an ape, and I don't agree with that shit. They always do that. No, she didn't look like that. It was a woman. Okay? So, what we have to produce without man, exact Stephanie, frogs do, okay?
They got,
They have a whale that actually produced a baby without a male, and they couldn't figure it out. Okay, it's called Pantheons. It's called Pantheons. Go look it up. Where a woman could actually produce a baby without a male. And there was talk about how a woman carries sperm cells in her spinal area. You got to go look it up. Go do your homework. I did shows about that a long time ago. But the point is, a woman, yeah, the first ancestor was a woman. Okay? And as we evolve, as we're evolving now, and we're going through our transformation state, we're going to become more spiritual. This is where the DNA is reactivating, because at one time we had access to all of our strands of DNA, despite of what man told you. And this is what this transformation is about. You see, during the age of Cancer and Pisces, our DNA was shut down. The DNA was shut down. Now they'll tell you you only use 3% of your DNA. I honestly do not believe that. I believe people like myself and many others who can see, who are able to access the archaic records, who are able to go to the spiritual realm, who are able to talk to the different beings on the realms, even in the cosmos. We use more strands of our DNA. And I think what we have to understand is when the DNA was shut down during the Piscean age is the age when you begin to seek information outside of yourself. This is the age where Jesus came in, the fish back and forth, the Christian age, where they begin to make you believe something that was not true, that they had plagiarized from other ages in ancient Kemet. Okay? So what we got to understand, family, is that at the end of the day, this is another major transformation. We're coming to the age of Aquarius, which is, again, the beginning, okay, of the end of this, well, I'm going to tell y'all like this, we're already in the age of Aquarius. The age of Pisces is out, Pisces is out, okay? We're in the age of Aquarius. So we haven't even seen yet. We haven't even seen the power or the wrath that the Aquarian age is getting ready to bring to us. We haven't seen it. And we're evolving on a cellular level, but not in the sense we're evolving into some other beings. We're evolving into more spiritual beings, okay? And you will have access to that information called the DNA, okay? I came to the conclusion on my way on that it had to be woman. Spiritually speaking, if you go in, you'll see that it was woman. You know what I mean? Hey, Deja. You'll see that it was woman. Ain't no man on this earth. Tell me one man that was born without a woman. Actually, two set of ancestors that come to this planet. The Bana Ba Zulu, extraterrestrial child of sky, and the Bana Ba in total, also known as Bana Na. Okay, and that's in the Zulu Pantheon. There's over 3,000 tribes in the Pantheon. Now, that's the Zulu Pantheon, but let's go back to the Dogon Pantheon. What about Amma? Tell me about Amma. Since you spitting some knowledge, you discounting that every tribe has their own tradition of how we came about. That's Zulu. What about the Yoruba that said Odulamare? What about that? What about Iba that says Amarioho? What about WUNAM? You understand? So, come on now. That's what the Zulu said. There's over 3,000 tribes in Africa. I guarantee you go to any other tribe, including one of mine. One of my tribes. In our tribe, it was one. It was a woman. In our tribe, it was the woman from the sea. So in our tribe, the ancestor was a mermaid, or what we call a mermaid today. Okay, you trying to put some information here, but you're still negating what I asked you. What do the Dogon say about life and how it started? The Dogon says we came from Sirius A and B, but then they speak of the egg Amma. So that means they're not saying the same thing that the Zulus are saying. Mansuki, Malandu, they're not saying the same thing. So you can't say that there was two ancestors that came here. You're going by what the Zulu said. But the Dogon says something different. You see what I'm saying? Now, do we have any other questions, family? And then if you want to get technical, the Dogon have a direct connection with the ancient Kemetic Nubians. Hey, Alchemist.
What's up, Alchemist?
As a matter of fact, you got the Dogon, you got the Yoruba, that say that they are descendants of the ancient Kemetic Nubian people of ancient Kemet or Egypt. Okay? So, all right, family, we'll take a few more questions. I'm getting off here. What time is it? Because I'm getting tired of talking. Give me some questions. We don't need no debates. Give me some questions. Waiting for some questions. Just
13 minutes to 11.
All right, we got 13 minutes. 11 o'clock, I'm bouncing off of here, y'all. I want to finish watching this documentary. And he's suggesting reading. You know, honestly speaking, I'm really big on Shivetta. The most important thing is stop listening to man. Don't read anything. Go within your spirit. Go and communicate with nature. Go and call your ancestors and ask them to download the information in your DNA. That's what I suggest. Now, if you want to know more about the spirituality aspect of what we do as an African traditional indigenous healer, you know, we are very big on paying homage to our ancestors. You know, being intertwined with nature, air, water, earth, fire, you know, and so much more to it. And one of the things we need to do right now as well is we need to be paying homage to our ancestors' family. Okay?
Andrew say, will the eclipse unlock any new abilities in those who are ready?
It's a possibility that it will. Those who are ready, those who are vibrating on a higher frequency, those who are on that frequency of 444-555-666-777, you will develop more, I'm going to say almost like superpower abilities. Des Reese, I am still working on my book. I do more and more research on both of them, you know, both of the books. But what I'm doing now is I'm doing the spirit told me to do how they stripped you from nature first and then take them to the cosmos of dimensional doorways to reality, a universe within universe. So the spirit wanted me to take them from nature, you know, making them understand how they are truly a part of nature and how you were stripped away from nature and the very thing called nature that you're truly a part of. When you walk outside, you walk into yourself. Heard they found a woman in a spaceship on the moon long ago. You see anything spiritually? Justin, I seen that picture. And you know what? I was watching a documentary on Facebook. I mean, on YouTube. And honestly speaking, that looked fake to me. It was weird because it looked like they made that being. They had a lady with locks in her hair. They said they found her on Mars. She had chinky eyes. She so-called had but I think I heard something later about that being fake. But are there other beings? Yes. You know, if I've actually communicated with other beings from the cosmos, and gotten confirmation about it. So yes, there are other beings. We would be stupid to think we were the only ones. You know, and honestly speaking, just like we're water beings, as you know, as much as we don't want to see it the way it is, we're water beings. Okay. I think each planet is made up of each being is made up of their planet elements. That's what I believe. It just makes logical sense. Logical sense, it says if our planet is 75% water or 95% water, and we're basically, our brain is 95% water, our blood is 70%, and our blood is 83%, and our body is 75%. This says that we're water beings. Every child has to come through water. Every being on this earth has to come through water. Doesn't it make logical sense? Think about it. When we begin growing in the mother's womb, we actually look like an amphibian. You know what I mean? So what I'm saying is it makes logical sense that we are actually water beings. And it says to me that they don't want you to know, but if you go to these other planets, there is life that exists on each planet, and they're made up of their elements of the planet. Just like life on damn Venus is volcano. People made up of the same material. Makes logical sense to me. I think we would be real stupid if we wouldn't believe that, because just think about it. We're the only planet out of the whole goddamn universe. Come on now.
There's Reese, have you heard, are there black people on Mars?
You know, again, the Zulu always profess that they came from the planet Mars. And I'm going to be honest with you, I believe it, because I believe I came from the planet Saturn. I really do. I don't care who say I'm goddamn crazy.
Sounded funny when you said I really did.
I do. I mean, because people don't understand. You have had people who have said they remember coming from their different planets. You just don't remember a lot of stuff because some of y'all DNA was shut down. But I say I come from planet Saturn. And not only that, it was confirmation when I had a dream about sitting on the rings of Saturn. Me and my kids. And I was watching pieces of United States fall off.
Me too. I had that same dream.
So you must be from planet Saturn?
I don't know. I just remember I was telling you I seen the world crumbling though, falling apart. And shit was crazy.
Mm-hmm. Alright, family, let me see. 5 minutes left.
8 minutes.
8 minutes. Exactly. Even the air itself is water. Desiree says I might be from Sirius.
No, he said you might be from Sirius. Oh, yeah.
I ain't from no Sirius. I know where I came from. I came from Planet Saturn. Don't tell me, Des. I came from Planet Saturn.
Oh, shit.
Justin said I had a dream similar to that. I had crazy dreams over 10 years ago when I was still a kid. Look, y'all. All right, now I'm getting sleepy. Goddamn, they were killing people in the streets in America. Who was? Kids? Who is killing people, Andrew? All right, y'all. How many minutes left? 7. Yeah. I just thought I seen a lizard crawling over there, y'all. I'm getting delirious now. I thought it was a lizard crawling. All right, I've had a lot of dreams that came true. Is this a sign of something more? Shavita Stewart, you're probably what they call a prophetic dreamer. You're like my daughter, my oldest daughter. She's 28, and she dreams, and some of her stuff comes to pass. That comes true. Some of the stuff came to pass. So pretty much you're being communicated through your dreams. You're being communicated through your dreams with these certain spirits and beings. But you know, family, you know what? I was talking to my aunt the other day. I said, how do we know we're not in a dream now? And the reality is our dreams. I like to throw questions out like that. How do you know? How do you know this is all not a dream? How do you know this is... Our reality is not the dream? Some of y'all. Black Moon Rise, peace and blessings, my sister. Government was killing people in the streets. Yeah, you know a few people had a dream like that, Andrew. Andrew said, you wish. Don't wish, Andrew. It just might be the case. See, they got control of your mind. You got to take your mind, body, and soul back from man. Your mind, body, soul, and back from man. They told you that this was reality. They told you who you were. They told you that the sky was blue. But it could be purple for all we goddamn know. The grass could be green. The grass could be blue. And they told us it was green. Take your mind, body, and soul back from man. If this is a dream, then it's a nightmare. Well, honestly speaking, don't you have things going on in your dream that you think is a dream that is also a nightmare? Because I know I done had some crazy dreams, goddammit. Dreams of death, dreams of fighting, dreams of all kind of shit. Flying, jumping over doing all kind of shit. I done had some crazy dreams.
I had a dream I fell off like a hill, and I woke up and my side was hurting and felt like I did that shit for real.
Your response resonated with my spirit. Okay. That's good, my sister. Go talk to your ancestors. Go bath with them. Y'all need to get near some water, too. Y'all need to try to get to a body of water and talk to the spirit of the water. Y'all need to do that. I don't know. Spirit just telling me, tell y'all get to some water. If you can't get to water, talk to the goddamn sink water. Go to the river water, find a lake, find water that connects to some bigger body of water and start talking to the spirit of water. Spirit told me to tell y'all that. All right, family. I'm getting ready to get off of here. It is now 4 minutes to 11. Y'all see I'm eating ice, right? Because my mouth getting dry. What? Why don't you say something, brother Dinkle? You ain't saying nothing but sitting there again trying to look cute in the camera.
I'm reading the what they saying.
What happened?
Do she have to touch what? What's she talking about? Stephanie Wong, do you have to touch it? What you talking about?
Water.
Oh, water. No, you don't have to touch it. You just communicate to it.
How with that? You gotta touch it. You gotta embrace it. You gotta splash it all over your body. You better damn touch it. You damn right. Y'all, let me tell you something. When I get in the shower, the water plays with me. I'm not joking. The water plays with me. I'm in the shower just splashing on my face. And this is real, y'all. Every time I get near a body of water, remember when we went to Louisiana? Mm-hmm. And the waves started going crazy? I went to the springs. The water started getting real crazy. I deal with the spirit of water. I love the spirit of water.
She talking about body water.
Touch it. Yeah, touch the body of water.
Make sure there ain't no crocodiles in there.
Put your feet in there.
It'd be a crocodile in there. You better be careful.
Look, goddammit. I don't know if there's some crocodiles in South Carolina, because that's where Stephanie's at. All I'm saying is y'all start paying homage to water. Spirit just said give y'all that message. I don't care in which way you do it, but do it. Okay? And let me tell y'all something. If you can't get to water, look, put some water in the bathtub. Communicate with that water. Because most of the water comes from a bigger body of water. You know what I mean? Although they kind of, tampering with shit and doing shit all the time. Okay? But the point is, family, really focus on getting to some water, talking to the water, making peace with the spirit of water. And I'm telling you all because I see some catastrophes coming down, some weather catastrophes coming down. Some floods, some hurricanes, some tropical storms, okay? Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Touch it, cry, scream, slap. What? I filmed it to have the memory of the sounds and waves. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's right, Lala. That's right. Do everything. Jump in it, splash it all over you. You're damn right. All right, family. It is now 10:59. 10:59. And
Boy, it's been a long 13 minutes. Every time you look, it seems like it's...
Yeah, that's okay. Y'all know I love coming out here talking to y'all. But if you missed the first beginning of the broadcast, go back. Learn about Apophis. Know who Apophis is. Know that Apophis is the eclipse that is getting ready to come. Mm-hmm. If you do not go research Apophis, not Apep. Apep is the Greek terminology. Apophis is the original terminology. And the other Greek name is abandoning. Okay? So, but understand what the energy of this eclipse is about. I'm going to wrap it up with this. The eclipse, again, which is the original name Apophis, was a giant serpent in ancient Kemet. And he was sort of like your demon in the Bible today. He represented a huge snake. And this snake came from the umbilical cord of Ra. And when Ra released him, he decided he was going to come against Ra. He was a very disorderly god and a chaotic god. Well,
the most evil god in Egypt.
And most evil god in ancient Kemet. Now, what we must understand is this energy of Apophis is what we are represented with by the eclipse, or y'all call it the eclipse, but it's called Apophis. And the Apophis is going to try to, eat the Sun Ra God again, and it's not going to happen because Sun Ra God is going to bring order back, okay, from disorder. Apophis have been hiding and doing what he's been doing, but now it's time for him to go. So this is also part of the transformation, family. So I'm going to leave y'all with that. Okay, real quick, I find myself attracted to the ocean, taking up to Jamaica in the late something. Yeah, the ocean, something about that ocean, y'all. And see, especially in our tribe, and my family, the side, my mother's side come from Africa, and on the islands of Cabo Verde, if you all notice, every time you see a hurricane brewing up, it's brewing up off of my island in Cabo Verde, right? It's brewing up right off of the Cabo Verde Islands, Cape Verde. Go look it up. And let me tell y'all something. There is, and I'm not going to say a myth, there is a story that comes from my tribe that says that we, the women, are mermaids. We are sea. We come from the sea, okay? And we'll get into that another time because it's time for me to go. But in our tribe, they say all the women of Cabo Verde or Cape Verde come from the sea. Okay? Basically, that explains the water. That's why I'm attracted to water. But it also, just like Mommy Water, just like Yemeja, these are mermaids. And our tradition is called Frutista. So it's saying that, we have our own water goddesses, our own different, goddesses stuff, but mostly water, okay, that we deal with. All right. On that note, y'all coming in late. Rajigo Gomez, or Gomes, if you pronounce it that way. Justin, are the mermaids still here? Yes, they are. Yes, they are still here. If y'all check out a post too, check out the post I put up earlier. I think it's over in, what did I send that post to? Where was that? In Vietnam. They have found a cave that leads to another, that has a portal to another whole world. Go look up the post I put on my front page. But family, okay, it's time for me to get out of here. My mouth is getting dry. Goddamn, I gotta go. So anyway, I'll see y'all again. If you want me to talk about something, or if Spirit tells me to get on here like I did tonight, then we'll discuss it. Also, look forward to the Nikki Love Show coming back on Sundays. Starting next Sunday, I'll be coming back on at 9 p.m. on the Nikki Love Show on Blog Talk Radio, so y'all be sure to check me out. I'll be doing it once a week, okay? I'll be doing it once a week, okay? Hey, Ray Criddle. I got YouTube going, y'all, too. I'm doing 2 videos, YouTube and Facebook. All right, family. It was nice, but I got to go. Mouth getting dry. If you missed the beginning, go back and listen to it. Learn about Apophis and its major eclipse and its energy, and embrace the energy. Don't let nobody take you off your righteous path. Blessings, family.